You're listening to a Mash Those Buttons production. Visit us at mashthosebuttons.com.
Welcome to episode 3 of the Happy Hour. Welcome back. My name is Mike, and joining me as always is who we're going to go for today. Let's go with Brad. Hello, Brad.
Hello, Mike.
And pouring himself a nice glass of wine, it's Roberto.
Hello.
And lastly, to round off the team, it is Luke.
Howdy.
Howdy, partner.
Well, you always got to be different.
I'm special, what can I say?
This is the guy that spent, almost 3 years not saying goodbye on a podcast.
It turned into a thing, didn't it? But
I don't know why. I don't even know how that happened.
You just forgot the first time, and then
he was like a bloody refuse.
Oh, well, it'd be awkward if I did it again.
You're not getting paid for it, are you, Luke?
No, get paid by word.
I thought it was digits.
8 figures.
Oh, no.
8 figures. Oh, not digits. I meant figures, not digits. He gets paid by the finger. Anyway.
Wow.
That's a joke that's not going to translate at all, is it?
No, definitely not.
Well, not unless Jarrett starts the podcast early, because we've been recording beforehand, but there we go.
Yeah, I should look how long we've been recording, actually, because I can't tell you how long we've been recording when you ask me how long we've got
It's about
left.
7 minutes.
Seven or 8 minutes.
See, Brad the accountant is already more organised than I am.
Yeah, Brad the accountant. You somehow clicked a nickname out of somewhere.
Did I?
Why
Yeah,
are you
someone
Brad the
asked-
accountant?
I don't know.
Who
Who
said
was it who
that?
said?
I can't
Is it
remember.
Seamaster?
I can't remember if it was on Twitter or on Discord, but somebody asked if Brad was an accountant because he sounds awkward, I think. Something along those lines. I may be
Why are-
paraphrasing slightly.
Why
But
are
Not an
accountants
accountant.
awkward?
Yes, awkward.
dunno.
That's why you invited me on, right?
We're all awkward,
Yeah,
otherwise
'cause-
we wouldn't have pauses.
Because this podcast needed more awkward.
Yeah.
I was like, who are the 3 most awkward people I know? Anyway, before we start the show, Brad, you were going to tell everyone a story.
Was I?
Yes.
If you weren't, you are now.
Is this
You
my
might as
brother's
well.
one?
Yeah. Well, do you want to lay it out how you said it to James at work yesterday with respect to my brother was...
My brother was in a sex dungeon yesterday afternoon. Now the context. So
Standard
He
Thursday, right?
does...
I know what your brother does
Like-
for a living, but...
Yeah, he does the inventory checks on rented properties like house and flats.
Oh, wow.
And
dude.
he sent us a video of this house he went to. And there's like a really dodgy looking door with a sign on it saying like caution going down into the cellar sort of thing.
It's
And he
not
went
for the
down it
stairs.
and it's this real dirty looking like old cellar, but there's like belt straps hanging off the ceiling and like the walls and all sorts of stuff. Yes.
Oh, he
Yeah.
went
It's,
into Mr. Gray's house.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's
Yeah, but
certainly
dude, it wasn't like it was just one fucking
No,
belt
it was
strap.
all over the walls.
It was like 20 of them.
Yeah. And the best bit is he said a single man is buying it.
He goes by the name Mr. Gray.
Yeah. So there you go.
There you go. That's Brad kicking off this week's top stories, top happenings that's not even happening in his life. It's his
Still
brother,
awkward, right?
but yeah, still awkward. How's everyone doing?
Better than Brad's brother, apparently.
Can you imagine if he got asked by whoever was selling it? Do you want to try it out?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm good. I just like the fact there was a caution on the door. Not like severe height of stairs, just dangerous
Yeah.
down there. Just Luke's face when you were telling that, it was just.
Oh, dear.
Wait, Luke, do you not have a sex dungeon in your basement?
No.
Do you have a basement?
No. I don't have a sex dungeon in the attic either.
You can't be bothered to go that far. He keeps
Why
it in the
not?
bedroom.
Why not?
Wait, what have you got going on in your attic?
It's loft insulation, some cables, some wood.
No, I've got that. So do you go in your loft, or do you send your missus up? Because you're scared of heights, aren't you?
Oh, no one goes in our loft because there's no floorboards. If you stepped in the wrong place, I've been up there a couple of times to try and fix the aerial, and then gave up.
I thought you got scared.
No, I can't. Heights are like when you're scared of heights. It's not really being high up. It's what you can see when you look down.
It's
If you're in a loft,
falling,
it doesn't.
isn't it?
There's no reference points, so you don't feel like you're up high.
I like the way you get, like, seriously. There's no reference points.
Well, there isn't.
No, it's true, but I just wish you'd told me that years ago, and after all those times I was like, yeah, we should go to Alton Towers or Thorpe Park, and it's like, nah, I don't like theme
No, I
parks.
don't. I'm. Not, that's not the heights thing. That's just lack of control.
You should definitely come to Alton Towers.
I'm not a very
Yes.
good passenger in a car either.
It's like an hour away from my house.
I'll fucking do it.
Yeah,
There you go.
the idea
road
of
trip.
queuing up to be shit scared for like 3 hours. I don't. Nah, I'll pass.
I mean, we're British, so I mean that's part of, we've just been tested on that for like the last 3 months, so you should be pretty used to queuing by now. Anything else that anyone's been up to over the last couple of weeks? Because we last recorded 3 weeks ago. I couldn't record last week, so the episode got pushed.
Selfish.
We are on a bi-weekly. This is meant to be a bi-weekly podcast, isn't it? Which we were supposed to be starting after episode 3, but shit happens.
Typical SITREP fashion. We fucked it up.
How's the new house, Mike? I can see a Christmas tree box behind you, so you obviously haven't finished unpacking completely.
Yeah, I need to sort my sex dungeon out first, and then I'll have somewhere to put
Has your
it.
house got
but-
a
Priorities.
basement?
Like it.
Yes.
It has.
But I'm-
Cool.
Yeah, I'm saving it for the straps though.
Does it
I'm
actually?
No.
So convincing, Mike.
Really? I wouldn't say I'm convincing at all, but there we go. Yeah, it's good. It's just been
Have you grown some extra grey hairs this week?
groomed.
Yes.
Yes.
Grown.
I did wonder where you
Have
would
you
go with
aged
that.
like 6 years in 1 week?
I've
because of the
aged
stress.
and raged. Yeah. I've been to IKEA 3 times in like 1 week.
That
Luke was like, "Oh, that's like a normal drive for me," or
that
something.
would
like
kill
that.
me. I would be dead if that happened to me.
One of them
Story.
was.
What did I do about IKEA? What?
You said to me like, "Oh, I've been to work like 5 times this week or some
Oh,
shit."
yeah, no, I was just taking a piss because you'd had a week off and you were moaning that you'd been out the house 3 times. I was like, yeah, I'll have to go to work
dude,
5
it
days
was
a week.
not a fucking week off. I wish it was a fucking
Were
week
you
off.
at work?
Wait, hold on a minute.
If he
No,
was at work-
answer the question.
No.
I
Did
can
you have a
vouch for
week
Mike.
off?
I can vouch for Mike on this. If he'd went to work, it would have been a lot more relaxed.
Yeah, it would have.
I'm pretty sure Brad can vouch for that as well.
Okay, so very quick timeline. I spent 12 hours Thursday before moving, packing. I moved all day on the Friday, and then I drove a van at 8 o'clock at night to Wicks to go get flooring. They were shut. They shut at 5 o'clock. Then I went to Wicks in the morning, went and got laminate flooring, and then spent 2 days doing laminate flooring.
If you listen
So-
really carefully, you'll hear somebody somewhere playing the world's smallest violin.
That's right. I don't get any sympathy from you fuckers, so it's fine.
Especially Luke.
Yeah.
If we turned around and gone, oh, Mike, that sounds really awful. We're really sorry for you. You'd wonder who the fuck we were and what they'd happened to the real 3 of
No,
us.
I know. I'd be like, holy
You've known
fuck.
us
I know.
for a long time. You know we don't have a sympathetic bone in our body.
Yeah.
And I fully
Bodies.
support that. But it also fucks me over at the same time.
It's your fault for moving house.
Yeah, stop whining, bitch.
Yeah. Look at me. I've got all the money to spend on a new house. Now I'm going to moan about it.
All the money to spend, you did. God, I wish I was
See anybody
that
else
fucking
moving
rich.
house with all their millions?
All the millions.
The 8 figures?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Brad's just moved. He's putting cash in a bath. As we found out pre-show. I haven't got
Disinfected
enough.
cash.
Yeah, disinfected. It's a bath full of disinfectant, and he's bathing in it with his cash.
Yeah.
Those three £20 notes.
Yeah.
A little bit extreme, but
Luke, I mean, we've got this written down in the show notes. Have we got Luke's quiz question for listeners? Has he done his homework?
Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Of course, I've done my homework.
So
I've also got
Why is
homework
that-
about stuff that you asked me to do that I told you I wasn't going to do 2 weeks ago.
why is that not typed up and laminated?
I'm not typing and laminating shit for this podcast.
Okay, one, you did
I actually
research.
Yeah.
You did research. I just want to kind of do the uncle from Jackie Chan, the cartoon strip, but I better not.
Yeah,
But well
'cause
done.
No one would get that.
What?
It was a good show, though.
It was a fucking good show. The Adventures of Jackie Chan on
Yeah, it's amazing.
Fox Kids? Or was it
Yeah, I think
Nickelodeon?
so.
See,
Rob's face now.
I don't understand what you're talking about right now. I
was just
heard
looking at
the
Rob's
words
face.
Jackie Chan, and that's about it.
I know what they're talking
It was
about.
an old
but I
cartoon.
don't understand why they've both watched it.
Because it was
What?
good.
It was good.
Okay.
It was a long time ago.
It's just good. Yeah, that's fine. I well done. I applaud you, Luke, for doing research.
Thank you. Would you like my quiz question now, or should I?
Yeah, well, before I got completely side.
Are we allowed? I've forgotten what's the rules. Are we allowed to answer it? Am I allowed to answer straight away and ruin it?
I'd rather you didn't answer it if you actually know the answer, because it's kind of what the idea was.
Oh, that you just insulted my intelligence. A
Did
little
I?
bit. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I don't think I did I?
I mean, I probably won't.
I mean,
know the
if-
answer.
if I did,
I'm pretty
but
shit at quizzes.
whatever.
Wait. I've listened back to episode 2 of this podcast, right? And I remember I listened
Why?
back, and specifically because I want to listen to the quiz. And this,
That I
also
won,
say-
by the way.
yeah, you did.
Smile
And
on
you,
his face.
and you were like, before we started, you were like, "Yeah, I'm pretty good at quizzes." So
I'm
I'm
not.
interested to see how you answer the question. But I just want to call you out. There's a bit that you said in the podcast, which was, correct me if I'm wrong, Brad. It's something like, "When I used to go to my mum's house."
Something like that.
What are you on about?
I don't know. Last episode, you were like, "Oh yeah, I used to watch that all the time when I used to go to my mum's house." I'm like, I'm sure you lived with your mum the entire time, but yeah, I guess it doesn't make any difference.
I don't know.
Nice.
I can't remember
Yeah.
that. That was 3 weeks ago. I've been really drunk since then.
Yeah, you can tell the two people who listen back to the episode.
I really enjoyed the quiz. I'm going to be honest.
I'll be honest. I'm surprised that other people listen to the episodes, let alone us listen back to them. So, I mean, what are you going to do?
Mike and Brad are just boosting on numbers. That's why they do it.
Brad, replay. Fucking Luke's listening to Kanye, so he's trying to get him to
Fucking Luke is not listening to Kanye.
Are you not backing that shit, no?
Or the next president of the United States.
What else is
really
2020 got to
not.
offer?
Do you not know about that, Luke?
Yeah, I know all about that. It's possibly the worst idea since Trump did it. And look how that worked out for everybody.
Do you like Trump with less brain cells? Vote Kanye.
Yeah, Kanye's like, President of America is hated right now. America, hold my beer and watch this.
Wow, politics, episode 3. Let's go.
Yeah,
yes, Luke.
We've bound to have
Question
pissed somebody
time.
off. Yeah, so the idea behind my quiz, quote unquote, is that I ask a question that you three idiots potentially don't answer, so that the listeners can maybe answer it whilst the podcast is going on, or try and answer it while the podcast is going on, and they'll give the answer away at the end. But if you
Are there any
three
rules?
want to answer it, then go ahead, but I'll just play deaf and not deny nor confirm the answer, I suppose.
Fair enough.
Then it's less awkward, isn't it? I didn't really think of the rules about you three answering it, to be honest with you. I was kind of hoping you weren't going to bother, but I mean,
And if
please.
If you listeners Google it, we'll know. All right.
We won't know. Oh, wait.
But it's cheating.
Wait. Did you invent TikTok then, Rob? Are you like tracking everybody's phones and what they're doing and stuff?
Shh.
Oh. Anyway. Can anybody tell me the
Yay.
one and only actor to have been killed by a Terminator, an alien, and a xenomorph, which is a predator for laymen?
Can you repeat the question?
No.
Ain't got time for that. I actually don't know.
This is a question that I floated to Mike and Rob a long time ago with my idea of doing this quiz.
And I'm pretty sure I said my. Can I say it?
Shh.
Yeah, because it was wrong.
Yeah, I know. At the time, I think it was Michael Bean, but I
That's
remember
what I would
you
have said, but
specifically
I guess it's not.
Mr. Bean?
Yeah.
He's not in it as well.
I was. What he's going to do that with a fucking xenomorph coming towards him.
Oh, dear.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
With his teddy bear.
I would say who thought drinking and podcasting was a good idea. Rob's been doing this for like 4 years. It's us.
You didn't ask us what we're drinking at the start either.
Oh no.
Oh,
It's ruined. Start again.
It's all right because we ruined the end
We'll
of the
say it
last
at the
episode.
end. We'll say it at the end. We won't better say it because it'll be too sloshed.
My glass will be empty by the end.
Or just tell us what you were drinking.
I mean,
I can do it. I can do it.
You've
Nice.
already drunk it.
10 minutes in and my glass is empty already.
So
I nailed
I
that.
hope that noise came through.
Brad is drinking cider.
Thatcher's haze.
That's what I was drinking, to be fair.
You,
In
yeah,
a
you're
Strongbow
drinking.
glass.
In a Strongbow. I don't have a Thatcher's glass. What do you want me to do?
Buy one. Or steal one.
I was going to say, I
Yeah, the
didn't
pub-
buy this one.
Yeah, I was going to say the pubs are
Borrow
open
one.
now. Pubs are open now, so you're good.
I've been to a
Rob-
pub.
Have you? What was
Me
it
too.
like?
I sat
Shit.
outside.
Oh.
On
your
it was
own?
no, with one other person. There's a pub not far from me that's sort of equidistant from where my best friend currently lives, and he recently got a dog, so we met up at that place to walk our dogs around the park that's near that, and then we
Oh,
noticed that the
dog
pub was
friends.
open and they'd got a outdoor bar. So when I say I've been to a pub, I technically haven't. Well, I technically haven't been in a pub because they had an
You've
outdoor
been to a
bar,
beer
so-
garden.
Yes, basically. And it was empty apart from like 4 other people. So it was great.
Nice. I
Nice.
sat outside a pub last Sunday and had 5 pints and felt a bit shit driving into work the next day.
Yeah,
Nice.
but I like your story where you're like, yeah, I only went in to use the toilet, and then what was it,
No.
like-
We walked past some public toilets and a shop, and my mum and dad were like, I think mum went into the shop and dad was like, I'm going to go to the toilet. So I was like, I'm going to walk around the corner where the pub is and see if there's a free table. And there was.
Nice.
So we got drunk.
Well, the Saturday that the pubs opened, the pub that you could literally spit to from my house got shut down.
Oh.
Oh, is that one of the 3?
Yeah, that sucks.
No, it's not one of the 3, but it's one that hasn't been mentioned in the news, and it definitely 100% got shut down and was told it couldn't open again until Monday.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't live in a very nice area, so it was to be expected.
Okay. Should we get down to the main topic? Well, I guess the main general news of this week's episode, which is games.
You can't call it this week's episode. Because there won't be an episode next week.
This episode.
This
Yeah.
episode. It's fine. We're still fine enough.
You also haven't told us what you're drinking, because it looks a lot like water. And if it is, I'm going to be very disappointed in you.
No, it's not water. It's gin.
Okay. It's alcohol. You are allowed to drink that. Well done.
Thank you. But I see the look on Rob's face. Rob's like,
What flavour gin?
gin.
Gin flavoured gin. Nice.
Bombay Sapphire.
Hey?
Bombay Sapphire.
Okay.
I got some for my birthday, which was the week I moved.
Is it
So.
just gin then?
No.
I did wonder, because you'd not specified. You're just like, I'm just drinking gin.
Just neat
No.
gin.
If it was neat, I'd be drinking out the bottle because it's kind of pointless.
I mean, cool.
We have I say me, Mike and Rob. You know Graham, don't you? He went through a phase of drinking different gins when we go out. So there'd be like a few of us, and you'd be like, "Oh, I'll get the round like 4 beers," and then go and be like, "Oh, I fancy a Parma Violet gin." It's like, I'm not ordering that. You can have a beer.
Amazing.
No, I did it last year. What was it? We went Salisbury last year for my birthday. So I think that's why Sam got it, is because when we went Salisbury for my birthday, I was drinking Ryan Reynolds gin, the
aviation gin, yeah.
Aviation fuel, yeah.
Aviation fuel, yeah.
It might as well be.
I mean, that's what gin tastes like to me anyway, but...
But then it got to like 4 or 5 o'clock today, and Sam was like, "Oh, I could really do with a drink. We should open the gin." I'm like, "What now?" Kids aren't in bed yet. Anyway.
Sorry, that's just a reason for me to drink. So that's why I laughed.
Do you have yours set up next to you in the bedside cabinet
Kids
in
on
the
the bed,
morning?
quick, have a drink.
And I completely understand now why people, after last week and being off for a week trying to put shit together, I don't think I've drunk that much over the lockdown compared to like the last week. So yeah, it's last week was pretty fucking stressful. Anyway, games. So we've had shit like the PlayStation 5 reveal, all the games that was revealed alongside that. The Last of Us, Bradley, you've been playing that.
I have finished it.
And it's going over really well to everybody. It's the most beloved game in existence known to man.
No, I don't think that's true.
End of. I finished it, and I instantly messaged Mike saying, "This is the last Jedi of gaming." Because it is literally, you either really like it or you don't. So,
smart,
I liked it.
Smart, Mike.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I had issues with it, but I didn't not like it.
I'm not going into it today, but Last Jedi is the only one out of the trilogy that I like. I've decided.
Agreed.
It's polarizing, but
yeah, it's a good game. Like, the game.
It looks like I don't care, so it's fine.
I kind of care, but I haven't seen that one yet.
Apparently, it's the worst one, so it's fine.
I don't care enough to know if it's good or not, to be fair.
Other news, Mixer is shutting down after Microsoft just paid all those lovely people to go over there.
Have we heard any more about the reason why it's shutting down? Is it still that rumor where the guy called some of them slaves, and then that was the reason why it all got shut down?
I don't think you'll ever really know the truth. Because Microsoft. No. But yeah,
like quick before we get sued by thousands of Mixer streamers. Let's just shut the whole thing down.
Can't sue me. Company doesn't exist anymore.
We're not going to save any money because we have to pay off Shroud and Ninja, and probably a couple of other big streamers that were on the platform.
What about Doc? Oh wait, no, that's a different.
No one knows why
he didn't get there yet, did he?
No, he didn't.
They didn't offer.
He's not on Twitch either.
Can you imagine if that's the truth, though? He was talking to Mixer about joining Mixer. Twitch found out, banned him, and then Mixer shut down. He's like, fuck.
Yeah, because the amount of times they brought him back from being unbanned for all the shit he did previously.
I did see on one of his streams, he said, like, that Shroud knew from the get-go that that's what was going to happen. And, like, he was just really pissed off with himself, because I imagine he did get an offer. Like back when Shroud and Ninja got offered.
Do you think that's why people openly went over there then? Because then you get a huge payout to go over there, and then they're shutting it down, so then you're open to
I just think
the fuck you want.
They went over there because they offered them a salary. Like,
it was win-win for people like Ninja and Shroud, wasn't it? Because
Sorry.
No, go on.
They had to stream a certain amount of hours. That's it. They didn't have to, and it was, as long as they filled that quota, they would get paid. Like, they didn't have to stream 12, 13 hours a day just to get enough subs, enough donations to pay their bills.
You're not relying on your audience. You're actually getting paid.
Yeah,
by the
they were contracted to. They were guaranteed money no matter what.
Like I say, it was win-win. There was a golden handshake to move, wasn't there? Then they were salaried, and then there's a golden handshake to leave, or the contract runs its course and they can leave anyway, and they've earned all that money over that time anyway.
Stupid not to, basically.
But yeah, I mean, that was a few weeks ago. I think that's all kind of settled down now, isn't it? Because Rob, you were saying Ninja's moved over to YouTube.
Yeah, he's done I think 1 or 2 streams on YouTube now.
Yeah, I know there's like another one, isn't there, that Tencent's just made, which is a literal copy of Twitch, isn't it?
I don't know. There was a rumor that Spotify were going to do like a, but then Spotify's Google, which would be fighting against YouTube, which doesn't make any sense at all.
People do weird decisions, don't they? They do. They make weird ass choices. If anything, I wouldn't be surprised.
It's fine. Amazon's going to own everything at the end of the day anyway.
Well,
soon enough.
I just said the next big push would have been Facebook gaming for streaming, because like you already see a lot of people streaming on that. It's not going to be. I don't think it'll be as big as Twitch, but it's got a good chance of like drawing a decent audience. Because Luke, what was the main problem that we had when we ran a clan that nobody wanted to do? Can you remember? Because we were on Facebook with the clan to start with. Nobody wanted to move, did they? To a different app.
Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, so people are really fucking lazy. So, you know, if you've got your favorite streamers on Facebook gaming, then people don't have to go anywhere. You know how lazy people are.
I might be wrong with this, but isn't one of the problems with Facebook gaming that you have to use your real name or whatever your Facebook account is set up as? So there's no like alias type thing. I mean, I might be completely wrong, but that's my understanding of it.
It's baked into the app, and it doesn't. There's quite a big delay between the streamer and the chat, so it's not as interactive.
Mm.
The quality's good, mind. I think it's almost as good as Mixer, but I feel like if Facebook wanted to do it properly, they'd have to make a separate app like they did with Messenger.
Yeah, Mixer's quality was outstanding. I know they had a lot less streamers to actually satisfy with that quality, but if Twitch could get anywhere near Mixer's quality and actual bitrate and whatever, there'd be no stopping them. No stopping them at all.
Probably down to the amount of people they've got, though.
That's what I say. You know, Mixer had far less people to satisfy with the same bitrate, didn't they? But
yeah. Okay, so is there anything you guys want to talk about first at all? Rob, did you get into? Well, I'll ask you the question. Anything you want to talk about first that's on the list for today's show?
True story. When we were told to research some games about, I mean, we watched the PS4.
You don't need to research it. We watched it. Luke was playing Tarkov.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I had to do some research.
I was also playing Tarkov.
That is true. Yes,
with Luke.
Yeah, but I've only got one monitor, so I was literally playing Tarkov.
I did have it open on the monitor.
I know you did.
Not gonna lie, but I did. Was watching a streamer, and he accidentally watched most of the trailers that we are going to talk about.
Yeah, I've reduced the number because how many games was it, Brad? It was like 25.
It was like 20 odd games. Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, so I reduced it down to some that I thought we would all kind of like. So I mean, seeing as Rob's brought it up, we'll just go with that list of games from the PS5 reveal. But before we go into that, obviously it's been months since we've played. Well, since you guys have played PlayStation. Are you guys interested in a PlayStation 5 at all, Rob? Luke?
No.
Any reason for that? Or wait a minute, Rob, you were like, I'll have to get one for the kids when we watch
the kids will want one, but I don't want one for myself.
Right, okay. That old chestnut.
I don't have kids, and my husky won't be able to play PlayStation, so I've got absolutely zero reason.
You could teach her.
You can get like one of those tiny dog controllers.
I'm not buying a PlayStation 5 for my dog.
Brad, seeing as you play your PlayStation 4 a lot, and you've been playing The Last of Us, what do you reckon? Are you interested in the PlayStation 5? Are you happy with it?
No, he's going to get an Xbox.
I have my money saved to buy it when it comes out already.
Do you?
Yes, yeah, I do. Yeah, I'll be getting it when it comes out.
I just wish that news was true the other day about the BBC. The BBC said about the freaking guy who does the finance. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Was on about they was rumored to be giving people £500 to spend on high street vouchers. And we can spend that on the PlayStation 5, but yeah, it didn't happen. They just got rid of stamp duty a week after I paid it.
Oh, you mean the Chancellor guy, Rishi Sunak?
Yeah.
I did mention to Rob and our friend Dave, who we play Talk with a lot in chat last night, that Mike's not here yet. I wonder if he's killed himself about stamp duty.
No, because I overpaid on my mortgage and I've got a hefty chunk back.
Can you appeal it?
So, huh?
Can you appeal it? Can you can I have it back, please?
No, because it's only from they're not going backwards at all. It's literally from that day.
Was it yesterday or the day before? Something like that.
Yesterday.
Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah.
Roughly how much is stamp duty?
It depends on the bracket that your house falls in terms of its asking price. The purchase price, doesn't it? I believe.
How much did you pay, Brad?
Percentage?
I believe.
Yeah.
How much did you pay, Brad? It's quite a bit on yours, wasn't it?
Me? No, that's first time buyer, mate.
Right, you don't have to pay it.
First time buyer, he gets away. I think
someone at work was saying, no, go on.
No, sorry.
Yeah, there was someone at work, wasn't there? He was saying that someone bought one that was near enough 400 grand and it was about 10 grand, the stamp duty. So I don't know how that translates. I don't know how you work it out. But
I think the percentage increases per bracket. Is that right, Luke?
I believe so. I don't know for sure. But I know first-time buyers are allowed to buy up to 300k with no stamp duty at all. And the previous bracket was anybody that's not buying a first home was like 150k plus hit stamp duty.
Why is it called stamp duty?
It's basically tax. You get taxed on buying a house.
They come and put a stamp on your front door.
I was going to say, what's it got to do with stamps?
You get
Are you just paying someone to stamp some paper?
Yes.
With a rubber stamp.
Effectively.
I think it's...
No, they put a stamp on your forehead saying thanks for the extra money.
So what you do, because what you do, right, is you go to work and you earn money that you pay tax on. Then you put that money in your savings account and you earn interest on that savings account, which you then pay tax on. And then when you've got enough of that money that's had tax off it and then more tax off it, you use that money to buy a house with, which they put tax on.
I'm sorry, who's an accountant?
To be fair, Luke should be the accountant on this podcast. The amount of accountant shit you've done for the last 3 years.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed the SITREP credit card. So I mean, figure that out.
It's a myth. It doesn't exist.
What I don't understand is the drunkest person on this podcast has the credit card and he's in charge of it.
It doesn't exist.
Imagine if it did exist. How fun would that be, though? Letting Rob have it.
Glee on his face.
PlayStation 5s for everybody.
I'd have at least a PC in every room right now. That's
just to keep your house warm, right?
Yep. Those would be the radiators.
That would be amazing.
Take away my central heating and just fill every room with a very powerful PC.
I need a bath. Time to boot up Tarkov.
Yeah.
But honestly, could you imagine? That'd be fucking great. You got a plumber in. Why are you removing all your radiators? I'm just going to put a PC in there and just run Tarkov on max settings. Anyway, back on track with games. Luke, seeing as you've done the research.
I didn't even answer the question.
There wasn't a question.
You asked me, was there anything I was interested in from the list?
Oh, okay. Just the list of the show notes, not the game list. But go for it, Rob.
No, is the answer.
Perfect. Back to you, Luke. Seeing as you did the research.
Come back to me. I really need to answer the question. No, I don't want any of those fucking games on that console.
Why didn't you ask me?
I wish people could see how happy he looks with himself.
Oh, that's so funny. Come on, because we're gonna get caught. We're gonna end up in overtime. If
I know my kids are
you are not going into overtime today.
No, I know we've got 30 minutes left. So
I know my kids are like Ratchet and Clank and Sackboy and Spider-Man.
See, I don't give a toss about those games. I went through the list of games that Mike put on there and he was like, I'm not watching that trailer. I'm not watching that trailer. I'm not watching that trailer. So the ones I watched were the trailers for Returnal.
Yeah.
And it left me with more questions than answers.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing. Literally, my notes are Returnal, which is a PS5 exclusive. What the fuck is it? And yawn.
Right, okay, so I'm going to get someone else in on the podcast that has made notes on these games, and I think we should pair them up. So, Brad, what are your thoughts that you wrote down?
Is this source code the game that we're talking about?
Edge of Tomorrow, the game, or
yeah, source code.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
What did you call it?
Edge of Tomorrow.
See, I've got an Edge of Tomorrow reference for a different game.
Oh, is that Deathloop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one is the one that I'm really interested in, actually. That one looks cool, but that's a PlayStation 5 exclusive as well, so I won't be able to play it.
Which is really fun.
It looks like Bioshock crossed with Dishonored, so I'm definitely on board with that.
The cartoony graphics look incredible, to be fair.
Yes. They do. Resident Evil 8, Luke.
Don't care.
You don't care?
Nope.
I must be the only person that cares about Resident Evil on this.
I spoke to Mike about this. I was like, we're going to go through this list. And Rob and Luke would just be like, I don't care.
I've told you the ones I don't care about. I also watched the trailer for Pragmata.
Is that the one with the little girl and the dude with the spaceship?
Yes.
The spacesuit.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
That one looks cool, but I still don't understand what that's about.
Yeah, it didn't show a lot.
But I mean, I guess that's what trailers are for, aren't they? They like pique your interest without really telling you a lot.
I would say one thing with most of these games, most of the games that were revealed during this event, you didn't get a lot of gameplay. So it's a lot of hype that I've seen.
The only ones that really gave you a lot of gameplay were like
Ratchet and Clank.
The car, what's it called? Destruction Derby, is it? That one showed a fair bit.
Didn't you say there was a new Gran Turismo as well, which was not on your list, but that's probably the one that I'd be most interested in, and therefore we can't talk about it because it's not on your list, so boo.
It is. It is on the list. Number 2, Gran Turismo 7.
I missed that. That's the one I would care about. That's like literally the last time I played my PlayStation 4, I played Gran Turismo Sport.
That's why I put it on the list. I also put, because, obviously we need another copy of it. Soon it'll be coming to your toaster, GTA 5. I know how much you love GTA 5.
Oh, GTA 5 is
release
awesome.
It again.
But 6 would come out on PC, right? So I don't need a PlayStation for that.
Yeah.
But probably after console.
That's fine. I can wait.
No, 6 is going to come out on PS5, PS6, PC, Switch 2.
Switch 2.
Can you imagine a GTA game on a Switch?
I don't think it's going to be called Switch 2, Brad. That doesn't really,
It's going to be called switching it up or some shit. I don't suppose you care much about Spider-Man, Luke, do you?
Not a single fuck.
Rob, you played Spider-Man. Did you enjoy?
No, I didn't.
Did you not play Spider-Man on PS4?
No.
I did.
I thought you did.
No.
Oh, okay. I know Brad did. I really enjoyed the first one, but then there was like a whole load of dispute, wasn't there, Brad, over whether it was an expansion, a main game, and stuff like that. People were still trying to figure that stuff out after the trailer.
What, the new one?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think it's been confirmed that it's an actual proper game, but we're not sure if it's along the same lines as the Uncharted.
I wonder if it'll be a launch
spin-off.
release. Because it says holiday 2020 because I rewatched it.
Pretty sure it is.
Is there an official release date for the PS5 yet?
No.
Right.
Soon.
Take it they've not confirmed the price then.
No, not yet.
Okay.
About 500 quid.
Yeah.
Probably.
Do you think that's a fair enough price, though? 500 quid?
Probably, given the tech inside it, yeah.
They're always that expensive when they first come out, though, aren't they?
PlayStation 4 was comparatively expensive, wasn't it?
It was about 400 quid, I think.
To put my
429.99.
To put my accountant hat back on, if you account for inflation, etc., etc.
Well, how much was the PlayStation 3? Because I'm pretty sure the PlayStation 3 was more expensive.
Like, it's about
that was $399.
Was it? Or was it 400 as well? Yeah.
But it was like 100 more than the Xbox, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's better.
Yeah. Yeah.
This will be, if I don't buy one, this will be the first PlayStation 5 that I don't own. The first PlayStation that I don't own.
I don't know if I'm going to buy one. I really did.
I'm definitely 100,000% not buying one at launch. There's just no point. I won't use it. So
Wait till there's a Slim.
it'd just be a really expensive dust collector.
Blu-ray player.
Or that.
Yeah, because like you look through the list. I mean, most of the games that you can get, apart from there's a couple of exclusives. I'd like to play the Demon Souls remake because I love the Soul series. Ratchet and Clank is just. I looked at the gameplay and it doesn't that much different, but it does look fun.
It's
so
Bioshock.
I'll give it that.
I'm surprised you're not
It
like.
did look fun.
What, Ratchet and Clank?
Yeah, it's like the Bioshock we deserved.
No, go away.
Yeah, you know I'm right. Go
No,
back and watch the
not
trailer.
right.
Why? Wait, he's right.
All right, I'm gonna. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a quick turnaround, wasn't it?
Yeah, because it's like
No.
the portal switching.
Oh,
You
yeah.
didn't watch the trailer, and you still haven't played the Bioshock collection that I bought for you.
They're good, man.
Talk off.
Don't never play the first one again.
That was-
I went back.
that
It's terrible.
It's not.
The first Bioshock's not terrible.
I must have played a different game then.
Yeah,
You sure you didn't play 2?
Yeah, you played 2.
I started on 2, but then I went back and played 1 on my PC, and it just looked like I was.
How old is it now? It's got to be quite old.
Yeah,
It was out on PlayStation
very
3.
dated.
Yeah, it was out on PlayStation 3, but they've remastered it for PC and all the current consoles and the rest of that. But yeah, Luke, are you going to be picking up GTA 5 on your PS5?
What?
GTA 5?
Yeah, GTA 5 is coming to PS5. That was literally the first trailer
Luke's
that was
not
shown.
getting a PS5.
I know, that was the whole point.
Oh, he just looked really confused.
He's like, whoa, I don't know if I want to buy it again. I've already played it on
Definitely
PlayStation 3.
finished it on PlayStation 4.
3.
Yeah.
3. Thank you. I don't know if I platinumed it. It might
Oh
be
my
one of
God.
like several games that I platinumed, but not many.
How old is that game?
I loved
Yeah, I know.
GTA 5 when it first
it's
came
old.
out.
It is
Why
like...
is it taking them so long to make another one? Lazy bastards.
Because first
It's
of all,
just-
they made Red Dead 2.
That's a different studio. Is it not?
It's Rockstar,
No.
isn't it?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
there's
it's
loads of
Rockstar.
Rockstars.
Well, is there?
Yeah.
Or do they just all band together to make one game every 5 years?
I was about
Maybe
to
they're in a
start-
competition
I was
with
about to start
Bethesda
naming
and
Rockstars
Skyrim.
then to make a joke, but I stopped myself.
Cool. It's basically going to end up like the Skyrim of just being on every platform it can be on.
GTA 6 will be immense. Calling it right now. When it
About
eventually
GTA
arrives.
6,
well.
they need to bring.
As-
They need to do a San Andreas too.
Mm. I agree. That's still my favourite
Yeah,
one.
100%.
Right. Moving on.
Grove Street.
There was
Oh.
a Tony Hawk's PlayStation. Well, it's not even PlayStation. It's just the Tony Hawk's 1 and 2, I believe, is getting a complete remake from scratch. Is anybody excited for this?
Yes.
Apart from me and Brad.
12-year-old
I'll be
Luke is
getting
quite
it.
excited for it, yeah. I played the shit out of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1.
Yeah, I did.
That was a
I
great
played
game.
2 a lot.
I've recently installed an emulator on my Shield, my NVIDIA Shield, to enable me to play all N64 games. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 being one of them. So I've kind of played it recently, and
Nice.
I'm
How
not,
bad was
I'm not
it?
excited.
Well, no, because one of the good things that they do in the trailer for the Tony Hawk's remake is they show like, you know, the 2020 version of Tony Hawk's, and then they go back to
Yeah,
like
they compare it, don't they?
And I was like, how did we spend so long playing this fucking game? Like,
Because
it's
the
terrible.
soundtrack was so good, that's why.
That's it.
Yeah, the
I played
soundtrack was amazing.
It was. As long as they've got most of
Epic.
the tracks on there. Yeah, it was. But I know a couple of tracks have got removed or they haven't got the rights for now. But yeah, it's getting remade. I'm looking forward to that. I haven't decided if I'm going to get the special edition yet because it comes with a birdhouse skateboard. So
I mean,
that was
that,
like an extra 20 quid.
Mm.
that
So-
wall behind you would look really good with a skateboard on the back of it.
Yeah, not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
I agree.
It's quite
It
plain.
would look good with anything on it, really, to me.
Do you know what would go really well with this? Do you know what would go really well with this wall? Rob's face. So you
Nah.
can blend in.
What me do?
What is a glitchy face?
What would you do if he went out that door and came in my room now? It'd just be fucking weird, wouldn't it?
That would be epic.
It would be fucking cool. Because it looks like it's the same house, if you know what I mean. And then off the back of that, Skate 4's coming. Are you guys excited? Excited?
Not now Tony Hawk's getting remastered.
Yeah.
I do like the skate games.
Yeah, Skate 3 was really good.
I don't think I played the second.
I don't know if I'd say it was good. It was fun.
Luke, did you play Skate?
I didn't know. I only stuck to Tony Hawk's. Yeah.
It was basically used like the analog sticks for ollieing and doing tricks and stuff like that, which was
Yeah.
It was really good. The only problem I've got with it is it just feels a bit reactionary to be, because you've got Session, the Skater XL, and like even if the team behind Skate 4 wanted to make it, it feels a little bit reactionary to be like, oh whoa, look at all the response they've had from Tony Hawk's. Maybe we should actually make Skate 4. So, but it's EA, so.
But isn't there something happening with Session as well? Isn't there like a second one of that? I don't know.
Session's like a brand new early access game.
Oh, maybe that's why then.
Yeah, they are getting popular. Basically,
it's made by this. Who's it made by?
No, it's not made by the same people as Skate, but people are trying to replicate. Yeah, they're trying to replicate because they haven't had a Skate 4. They're like, oh, we'll just make our own version, which is kind of cool. But yeah. Next, we've got Crash Bandicoot. Bandicoot?
Don't care.
I know you don't care, so I'm going to go to the guy that I've sat with on break time.
So have I.
Who's gone rage, fucking rage, playing through all 3 games on his Nintendo Switch. Brad, are you looking forward to Crash Bandicoot? What is it, Out of Time or
yes,
Back in Time?
Yeah, I think it's something like that, isn't it?
Back to the Future.
Yeah, you might as well call it that.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting it.
Yeah.
As much as I raged at those games, they're really fun.
Would you get it on PlayStation 5 or on? I assume it's coming to Switch.
No, Switch 2.
I don't know if it will.
Switch 2. All right, okay.
Who knows if games come on release to Switch? So
Switch Plus.
I'll either wait if it gets a release date, or I'll get it on PlayStation.
Any more titles, Rob?
I'm just
you can just hear you in the background.
I don't like the name of Switch 2. It just, yeah.
Dude, it's not a legitimate thing. It's just taking the.
I know. Don't like it.
But yeah, I am looking forward to it.
Yeah,
I'm definitely good at it. So
Okay, so are you looking forward to 100 levels of gameplay?
yes.
Are you looking forward to microtransactions in your gameplay?
No, they've said there aren't going to be any.
I thought there was.
No, they publicly said there are not going to be any.
Maybe I read a rumor.
microtransactions.
Maybe what I read ended up being a rumor.
Yeah.
So it's not made by EA then, no?
No, it's made by
Naughty Dog.
Activision, which
Oh, it's
pretty much.
Activision, sorry.
Yeah, it's EA's younger brother.
Yeah, I mean, where's Guitar Hero nowadays? Oh wait, they killed it.
Oh, I used to like Guitar Hero.
Yeah, and Rock Band.
Yeah.
Me and Rob used to just play like one fucking track constantly back in my flat years ago, playing Guitar Hero.
Through Flames and Fire.
I was just
whatever it's
gonna-
called.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Through Fire and Flames. I said it wrong.
Through Fire and the
The
Flames.
sketch-
I wasn't
The
good
sketchy
enough
thing
to
is-
play that song.
the sketchy thing about that is when you're playing it and you spend all that time looking at it, and then you look at the wall and the wall starts.
Oh, yeah.
moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's even worse when you're drunk. Jesus.
We were even worse when we were drunk playing it. What else we got? The Star Wars Squadrons. It's more Star Wars, but it's EA, so you never know what you're going to get.
That could potentially be really good.
Do you know, it could. If that's going to be, is that VR, right? That's VR supported.
I don't know, but the only downside I can see with it is the fact it's 5v5.
If that's
On
VR,
Squadrons.
then I might actually buy a VR headset.
Really?
Because like they've done it properly. Like all the like heads up display is built into like the actual cockpit. It's not on your screen. It's actually built into the console.
Yeah.
And if it's like
But then apparently there's you can play, what's the trench run on Star Wars? I think you can play the trench run on Star Wars. There's for PlayStation.
Yourself a nerd, not know the.
Sorry?
I don't know either. So
that's twice you've called me up for stuff today, and been like, nah. I'm just thinking like the barrel run, but it's not the barrel run.
No,
but there's Star Wars Battlefront 2. There's a VR like demo or something mission you can play on PlayStation 4 with the PlayStation 4 headset. Pretty much what you said. So you don't have to wait for it. You just have to buy the headset.
Just imagine you're playing that game, right? And you're in a squad, and you turn your head, and because you're in VR,
and you see that,
and the guy on your wing is like turns his head, and you can wave at each other. Just imagine that. Imagine how cool that would be.
You're so
Imagine how good that would be, there, right? And then you go and shoot some TIE fighters. It'd be amazing.
Are you just like gonna reenact?
It would make you physically sick, because I imagine, like, from our experience of being VR headseted up, it was very, I want to say, discombobulating. Like when you broke in the car, it felt like you were actually braking. It was weird.
Yeah, I felt like your brain was breaking.
I just remember being incredibly hungover and VR being a terrible idea.
Yeah, I was
sweaty as well,
sweating
wasn't it?
when I came out. Yeah. Did we talk about Hyperscape? I can't remember.
No, we didn't. That's another game I've got notes on.
Ah, okay. Well, since you've made notes. Well, basically, I had no idea. I went away for a week. I didn't really pay attention to what the fuck was going on.
To play it. Did you play it at all?
I did play it.
Oh, okay.
I played.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I played 2 matches.
Did you play it, Rob?
No.
You got a queue in about 5 minutes, didn't you?
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes of watching Sakura. I got
Rob's RNG just is
right.
That on everything.
I'm going to be honest. It's such a dumb way to get a queue for a beta, but there we go.
No, it's not.
You have to. No, it's just the fact you got to link like 3 accounts all together. Then
you wouldn't have had to link a damn thing because it was
2
Ubisoft.
accounts.
No, I know it was already done because I'd already done it.
What are you
But
fucking moaning for then?
well, I said to Brad about it, and if he'd have wanted to play it, he'd have had to go through a fucking series of hoops just to do it. He'd probably had to create a Twitch account just to be able to watch someone to then link his Ubisoft account to it. But, do you know what I mean? I know those are things like most people have, but not everyone has that shit set up.
I wouldn't say it's the best way of handing out beta keys, but it's certainly not the worst I could think of.
I mean,
Well, put it this way. I played another beta, which was Mortal Shell, and they basically went from a closed beta to an open where everyone could play it within like 2 days because it was that popular. So, I mean, they're trying to drive hype for it, I assume.
sorry, what game? Because it can't be that popular because I've never heard of it.
Mortal Shell. It's a Dark Souls based game, but I'll save that for next time. Seems we only have 10 minutes left on the clock. Is that correct, Luke?
You are correct, sir.
Unless you want to use the time timer today.
I would have thought that game was right up your street, Mike. I know you only played two matches, but like it was sort of like Warzone / Doom /
Cyber
Radical Heights
/ Ghost Runner.
Yeah.
All those added together and then injected with like speed.
Yes.
Because
Mike is
fuck me, that game's fast.
Which one?
Hyperscape.
Yeah, but I agree completely with what you said about it and with what Jared said. No, you did. You said it in chat though, which is TTK.
I meant on the podcast. Yeah.
Oh, is it too long?
It seems a bit long for how quick the rest of the gameplay is. Yes, it seems slightly out of skew, but I mean, if that's what they want, that's their prerogative, isn't it? And beta, so they'll perhaps tweak it. No, they heavily nerfed a couple of guns after like 12 hours, didn't they? Because they were OP as fuck.
Well, better explain a little bit what the hell it is. Rob, what is Hyperscape?
It's a BR made by Ubisoft.
A completely free-to-play BR made by Ubisoft.
Is it free-to-play, is it?
Well, yeah, of course it will be.
Well, we don't know that yet, do we?
We do know that.
Announced?
Yeah, we do know that.
Warzone's free-to-play. Fortnite's free-to-play. If they didn't make it free-to-play, no one would play it.
I said this to Brad before we recorded because Brad checked out the trailer for it just before. Well, it wasn't just before, but he did some research. I'm glad everyone's doing research on a podcast that
don't count on it again.
I didn't do any research.
You're still watching those Arnold Schwarzenegger films, aren't you? So it's fine.
Technically, you did, Rob, because you were watching the PlayStation.
Do you know what I watched this
reveal
week? I
thing.
know this is completely off the track. I watched
With
all
9
of the
minutes left.
all of the Lord of the Rings films.
Nice.
Nice.
How have you had time to do that?
And play Tarkov for 12 hours
Magic.
a day.
Have you been
Anyway,
to work
Love
this
those
week?
films.
Yes.
Anyway,
Carry on.
Luke, thoughts on
Hi.
Hyperscape?
Not for me, but it's an interesting take on the BR genre.
Would you try it?
I had a key and didn't try it, so no.
Isn't it worth trying though?
No, because
Free,
I know
you get-
I know I wouldn't like it. It's too jumpy, spacey type for me. It's just not my thing. I like
Space
BRs,
magic.
but it's just not. Yeah, it's like
the reflexes for it.
it's COD meets Destiny, which is just not
He's getting old.
in my wheelhouse.
He's got.
Look, I know
he's got-
I will openly admit I am the oldest of the four of us here, but you can all go and fuck off.
He's got alcohol-addled reflexes.
I mean, that is
Any-
very, very true. I've had
Yeah,
3 months
there
of
is
drinking
that.
nothing but alcohol. Give me a break.
Okay, so any other thoughts, or is just not for you?
Not for me, but as I say, it is an interesting take on it. I like that they've done slightly their own thing, like with
It's-
with the way that healing works. And I don't know if it's just a game mode or if it is the game mode, but the crown mechanic at the end of the BR is a good way to win a BR that's not literally just, oh, I've killed everybody, yay.
It is entertaining to watch as well, which means it's going to be popular. Although Luke will disagree that it's entertaining to watch.
And then they have this whole like mechanic on Twitch where the audience votes for shit
Yes.
that happens in the
That-
game, which is
that's
kind of
borrowed
cool.
from a game.
Nice.
Do you want to pass?
A game.
I'm
Very
gonna pass.
Literally
I-
just
I-
witnessed a man have an aneurysm.
No, what's
I thought-
shit?
I thought he was having a stroke.
We played the
I mean-
second one, Mike. Like we bought it and we tried to persuade Luke to buy to play it, and he didn't play it, and then we didn't play it. Borderlands, yes, just stripped straight from Borderlands.
I'm gonna go back to Borderlands at some point.
Yeah, no, you won't.
Yeah, I will. I'm playing single player games at the minute, so yes, I know we've got 5 minutes left. Luke, obviously you've talked about that. Very quickly, you've played Warzone. Brad's played Warzone. Rob's played Warzone. He hates it, but there we go. What do you think of the echo mechanic that's been introduced, so you can actually keep playing the game with your friends? Do you not know about this? So when you die, you become an echo in the game.
I haven't seen this.
No.
All right, I thought you'd seen it from the trailer, because I thought they do like an explanation video, but like what they do for Warzone. But basically, if you die, you can end up as like an
Oh,
echo.
sorry, in Hyperscape.
Yeah, in Hyperscape.
Sorry, I thought
yeah.
you meant they were
Oh,
bringing
I thought
something
you
like that
meant
to
Warzone.
Warzone. Yeah, I was like,
Oh no,
what?
no, not
Yeah,
Warzone.
no, I like that. Yeah, one of the
Yeah.
other things that I wanted to talk about was that Hyperscape has got various ways of getting back into the game, much like Warzone does. So
Which
it's
is
not
one of-
like PUBG when you're dead, you're dead. You can be revived, and there's that the echo thing where you literally follow your teammates around, and then the way to get revived is be on a dead body. It
Yeah,
literally can
basically.
be any dead body at all,
It's
can't it? So,
very clever because it makes every dead body a conflict point.
yeah.
Cool, we got that. Brad,
That's good.
what are your thoughts on? I know you've only seen the trailer, but you watched it and you said to me, like, I'm pretty on board with it. I think.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a go. Definitely, it looks fun.
I'm definitely gonna have another go. I didn't enjoy the technical test as much as I thought I would, but then
You played on your
you're
own.
playing. I played.
I mean, it's free, so you can't
Yeah.
lose out.
and
Really,
it's a technical test as well. So there's a lot of things that are still being worked on at the minute. And they put out a video the other day, which was like 5 minutes long, going over all the stuff that they're sorting out straight away.
I went through the. I downloaded it. I got a key. I downloaded it. I didn't play it because I wanted to play with a squad. If I had a squad, I would have played it.
Would you not be willing to try it, Luke? With the four of us,
It's a 3-man squad.
is it a 3-man
Yes!
squad?
oh, we don't need him then.
Yes.
That makes everybody happy. I don't want to play it. You three don't want me to play it. Great.
I didn't
Okay.
say that.
Just before we end, because we skipped over it, I'm looking forward to Horizon 2,
Oh, no.
which was like the big thing from the trailer.
Was there anything else on that PlayStation list that you're interested in?
No, I just wanted to talk about Horizon 2. Well, not talk about it, but mention it.
We have about 4 minutes left, I believe. Less than that. Thoughts on The Last of Us 2? We'll go spoiler free. Brad.
Yeah, no, I won't spoil it. Okay, I'll do it quick. Gameplay, sound, graphics, all of that sort of stuff is really, really good. The story, it's not bad, but I messaged Mike when I finished it. There's just a bit of the pacing and ordering is a little bit off. It kind of drags you out of the story a little bit, which when you're playing a game that relies heavily on its story is not good. And there's a lot, like they introduce a lot of new characters and it's just like, who cares? There's too many of them. But it's good. It was a good game. I liked it. Like I've seen a lot of reviews that are like 1 out of 10 worst game ever, and obviously a lot of the critics are like, 10 out of 10. It's neither. It's like 7 out of 10 for me.
Is it because it was hyped so fucking much?
It was, yeah. Like it's always going to be really hard to please everyone.
And the first game was like really good, right?
The first one's really good, yeah. I would say it was my favourite game. So
whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it hold up? Could you go back and be like, yeah, this is still the best game of the world?
I haven't played it for probably a couple of years, but I imagine the remaster on PS4 is not too bad.
Yeah, they remastered it on PS4, so it looks, because it came out on PS3, so it looks really, really good on PlayStation.
So did GTA 5.
Yeah.
Seen a coincidence.
But they were always going to struggle to top the first game. Like I said, I don't think it's as bad as people, or a lot of people are saying. But that's not to say it doesn't have issues that could have.
Is it as good as Mass Effect Andromeda? Hey, that game's getting 9 out of 10 rating on Steam at the minute because it's just launched on Steam. So
yeah, the gameplay was really good, but the story and the characters were just fucking dog shit.
Well, there you go. There you go. It's told to you by Brad here. It's better than Mass Effect Andromeda.
It's a tall order, that is.
That's a box quote there.
It's good. If you're thinking about playing it, I think you should.
I wasn't.
How did we do?
I wasn't talking to you.
How did we do? Like we've got about 50 seconds left. Is that everything pretty much covered? I know we've kind of skimmed through stuff.
Apart from the answer to the quiz, yeah, you've done everything.
Yeah. Just do the quiz.
Yeah, I want to know.
Just do the quiz.
Anybody want to have a guess before I give the answer away?
No.
The Mexican dude in Predator.
It's not the Mexican dude, no.
I love the fact Rob wants to do the quiz, but he sat there waiting attentively as if he's going to answer it, but he doesn't want to answer.
No, I want to know the answer. I'm curious.
All right, okay.
So, go on, sorry?
No, don't worry. No.
Okay. In 1984, he played the punk leader in The Terminator. In 1986, he played Private Hudson in Aliens. And in 1990, he played a character called Jerry Lambert in Predator 2. Mike is waving furiously at the screen. Go ahead, Mike.
It is Bill Paxton.
It is Bill Paxton.
It's about the only clap I'm going to get. I only got it because
Sorry, who did he play in the first film that you said?
He's the punk,
Terminator,
punk leader.
The punk leader.
Yeah.
So he didn't even have a name.
No, because he gets killed within about 10 seconds of meeting Arnie, because Arnie's naked and wants his clothes.
He's like, look at this naked guy.
And we would know that.
Bill Paxton.
Bright blue mohawk, I believe. I might have the wrong character.
I need to go back and watch that scene.
But this is it. This is the point after we did an Arnold Schwarzenegger episode. I think we need to do a part 2. We need to do a part 2 at some point, covering the decent films like Terminator.
I think we should do Keanu, like someone said.
Oh, yes, we should do Keanu.
But not John Wick or Matrix.
I mean, you have to talk about Matrix and how bad the other two were. But, I mean, yeah, we don't have to touch on it for long because he's done quite a lot of movies. So
that would mean you'd have to watch the... Fuck, what was the cop film we did? Are we calling time?
It is over, yeah. So we need to say cheers and bye. I mean, I just
Can we
said
talk about one last thing before we go?
No, you can't.
No?
No. I gave you permission last week.
No, it depends. What's the last thing?
It was music. I just want to talk about music very quickly.
Oh, no,
we'll talk about it next week.
Okay.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Okay,
yeah.
2 weeks.
Damn it.
We won't remember.
We will, because one of the songs he wants to talk about is amazing. But we're going. Cheers. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Cheers.
Bye. Bye.